This is B4EIZ listening.
W8WKY.
B4AIZ, this is KDEDPC. Good evening, Chuck. You still there?
This is Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8VZA. I will be the pre-show operator and logger for tonight's Beacon Net on the Sarah Club repeat W8WKY on 147 Mark 390 positive offset, PL tone 114 Mark 8. If you want to check your settings, I have a NetLogger window or NetLogger session open, and we're going to go ahead I am going to go ahead and take any stations that want to get into onto the log early and get a good seat up front. So I ask that when you check in with me that you please give your call sign phonetically and alphabetically, and along with your name and location. Any stations wanting to get in early, please call now. KE8 HNK, in and out.
This is Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar, AB8MO, AB8MO, Alpha Bravo 8 Mike Oscar, Andy in Newberry.
Kilo Echo 8 Yankee November Juliet, KE8 YNJ, John in Norton.
And Chuck in Florida. In and out.
All right, I'm going to pick it up there. Last station, Chuck in Florida. I recognize your voice, but I do not, off the top of my head, know your call sign, and somebody, I think, walked on the first part of your transmission. So if you could please repeat with your call sign.
Yes, sir, no problem. Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha India Zulu, WB4AIZ. And the Chuck in Penn City, Florida. And make that in and out.
Very good. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it. WB4AIZ, and we'll mark you in and out. All right, I'll read off who I have thus far. I have KE8HNK, Elmer, in and out. AB8MO, Andy. KE8YNJ, John. And KA8MNT, Tom, I got you from the blue screen, and I did mark you in and out. And the gentleman we just spoke with, WB4AIZ, Chuck in Florida, also in and out. Anyone else wanting to get in early, please call now.
Kilo Charlie 3 Sierra Echo Golf.
Kilo Golf 4 Sierra Charlie Kilo, Mark in and out.
Kilo Delta 8 Echo Papa Charlie, KDDPC, Dustin and Medina.
November 8, Whiskey Hotel Romeo, N8WHR, Mike in Brunswick, in and out.
right, I'll pick it up there. All right, last batch I got. I have from the blue screen, WB8CXO Mike. Got you in and out per your request there. And thank you very much for the YouTube stream. And let's see, next, KC3SEG, Gregory, KG4SCK Mark in the middle, all right. And N8WHR Mike, and Mike was in and out. Let's see, Eddie, I see you in the blue screen. I'll add you as well. Again, I am KE8VZA. My personal is Eric, Echo Romeo, India Charlie. And I will be the pre-show and logger for tonight's BeaconNet, a Easter edition BeaconNet for tonight. And we have about 2.5 minutes till our lovely announcer will open up the pre-show for us. And so if you would like to get on the early list, get a good front row seat, please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-Ray, that's KE8, VOX, Scott, and Vermilion. I'll be in and out tonight, Eric.
Very good. I got you there, Scott. Good to hear you tonight. Got you on the list and in and out. 73 to you, Scott. Hopefully we'll talk to you soon. And I did add Eddie, as promised, from the blue screen. So we're down to about approximately a minute and a half. So if you'd like to get in before the announcer's lovely voice graces our airwaves, please call now. I mean, don't fret. We will take more check-ins after she announces us. So please call now. Okay, please stand by for the announcer.
The BeaconNet, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
QST. This is KE8VZA, Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha. My personal is Eric, Echo Romeo, India Charlie, on the Sarah repeater, W8WKY, on the 147 Mark 390 frequency, and positive offset, PL tone 114.8 if you'd like to double check your settings. And this is the pre-show for the BeaconNet. And we'll spend a half an hour here getting some check-ins. We already have a pretty lengthy list here. And without further ado, we will take care of some business up front here, and then we will do some more check-ins. So we're going to do our Mickey Mouse roll call and make sure that our BeaconNet staff is present and everything equipment-wise is working well. So we're going to kick it off with our Master of Ceremonies when we get to the 10 o'clock hour here. KE8QKO, Nick at night. How you doing, Nick? And what?
KEVZA, KE8QKO. Hello, Eric. I'm doing well. I'm sitting here waiting for the net to start up. Doing a fine job on the pre-show. So I will talk to everybody at 10 p.m. And good evening. KE8QKO, be clear.
KE8QKO, KE8VZA. You're sounding good there, Nick. Thanks for checking in. And we'll move on down to Mike, KE8QWE, who will be our trivia master for tonight. How you doing, Mike?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello there, Eric. You sound great. I'm sure I sound like me, which is normal. I'm all set to go. So I'll go ahead and return this back to you. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KE8. Wait a minute, yeah, KE8VZA.
KE8QWE, KE8VZA. You're sounding good there, Mike. Good to hear you tonight. And we'll clear with Mike. We'll go on down to Dustin, KD8EPC. I'm putting around the blue screen there, Dustin. How you doing? And are you going to be sticking around tonight?
All right there, KEVZA and the Beacon Net pre-show. This is KD8EPC. You know what? I'm going to try to stick around. I should be up when it comes around to me still, so yeah, count me in for the big show. Not a lot else to report here, but we're here, and I do want to give a holler to my good friend Greg there, KC3SEG. It's good to hear you on the air more often. With that, this is KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
All right, Dustin, we got you on the list, of course, and look forward to talking to you down the net here. We'll clear with KD8EPC, and we'll go down to Just Nick, KD8SLG. How you doing, Just Nick? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
KE8VZA, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Eric. Everyone on the Beacon Net, I'm here, Eric. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm standing by. Oh, my radio's working better than some of my other organs. This is KD8SLG. I'm here.
Okay. All right there, Just Nick. Yeah, your radio is definitely working. I can hear that very well on my end here. I don't have the technology to assess your other organs there. Sorry, I'm finding this very funny. Anyway, good to hear you tonight, Nick, and good to hear you're sticking around. We'll clear with KD8SLG, and we'll check Alt Trivia Guru here, KI5DAY. He's usually on another net, but we'll give a shout out to him, see if he's here yet. KI5DAY. Alan, are you out there yet? Okay, hearing nothing, we'll circle back and pick up Alan in a little bit. And okay, let me just read you who I have thus far. We'll start taking some more check-ins. So I got KE8HNK Elmer was in and out, AB8MO Andy, KE8YNJ John, and we've reserved a spot for K5CFY Ray. And we have also next KA8MNT Tom is in and out. WB4AIZ Chuck all the way from Florida in and out. WB8CXO Mike in and out. And Mike is streaming our net tonight on YouTube. So check that out. Just Google or do a search on the Beacon Net. You'll find it. KC3SEG Greg. KG4 73 Mark, NAWHR Mike, also in and out, 73 Mike, and W3ETB, and AE Scott from the shores of Lake Erie, we got him in and out, 73 there, Scott. And Jairus, I picked you up screen, AI5Q. So with that, go ahead and grab some more check-ins here, and I ask that you provide your call sign phonetically, alphabetically, and give me your name and your location. Please call now.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, WV3K. Phil here in Cal Fulton. Hello, Eric.
November 8, Papa, N8, DCD, David Greenford, in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Alpha November Tango, KF8, ANT, Steve and Illyria, in and out.
This is November 6, Oscar Delta Uniform, N6ODU, Fred, Arlington, Texas, in and out.
KO4, CBH, Kilo, Oscar 4, Charlie Bravo Hotel, Chris in North Canton, also in and out, please.
All right, let me pick it up there. All right, KE8 VZA returning, and we have in our last batch of check-ins here, WV3K Phil, N8 PPP David, I marked you in and out David, KF8 ANT Stephen, got you in and out, N6 ODU Fred, got you on the list and marked you in and out. And KO4 CBH, Christopher, got you on the list as and in and all right, let's go back up to the top here and we'll start working this list. So first up of the non-in and outs is AB8MO Andy. How you doing tonight, Andy? And how goes things over your way? And are you sticking around for the big show?
KE8VZA, this is AB8MO. All right, thanks for picking things up there, Eric. You're sounding okay now. Or when you were taking, right before you were taking more check-ins, you dropped out of the repeater a couple times, but now you're full quieting. So I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, I am exhausted, but I'll at least stick around until my turn. I may not stick around to hear the trivia answer, which I usually get wrong anyway, but what else is new? So I guess I'll save the rest of my material, if I remember it, for the big show. Back to you there, Eric. This is AB8MO.
Okay, Andy, thanks for the signal report. Yeah, I bumped my power up a little bit. I listened to Mike's stream on YouTube, and I heard a lot of crackling going on, so I tried a little power there. So hopefully that did the trick. Appreciate the report. Got you on the list. We'll clear with AB8MO, and we'll go down to John, KE8YNJ. How you doing tonight, John, and are you sticking around for the big show?
Good evening, Eric. Yes, we will be sticking around, listen to the trivia, see if we can guess the right answer, and I'll just be returning back to you, KE8YNJ.
Okay, John, I might be guessing on them too. I don't know yet. That's frequently the case. So appreciate your check-in there, John. We'll clear with KE8YNJ. And we'll give a shout-out to Ray, K5CFY. He's usually on another net as well, but we'll give him a call now. K5CFY, Ray, you out there yet?
W8WKY, W8WKY, repeater, PL114.8.
right, hearing nothing, have no fear. We will circle back and touch base with Ray in a bit. Okay, next on the list we have KC3SEG. Greg, how you doing? How you doing, Greg? And are you going to stick around for the net?
Good evening to you. I believe Eric. This is Greg, KC3SEG. Yeah, I'll be sticking around for the net, and I wanted to say hello to Dustin. It's always good hearing Dustin out there. So this is KC3SEG. Back over to you.
All right, very good, Greg. Yeah, we like Dustin too, and good to hear you tonight. We'll clear with KC3SEG for now, and we'll go on down to Eddie, W3ETB. How you doing tonight, Eddie? And are you sticking around for the big show?
Hi, Eric. Yeah, I'll stick around and get those trivia questions answered. And hopefully my mic gain is okay. I was over on the C4 FM net with Ray, and he was telling me that I was coming on hot, so I turned it down a little bit. So hopefully it's sounding okay right now, because it was set all right for the Beacon net, the Border Breaker net before. So hopefully it's okay now as well. W3ETV, back to net.
Okay, Eddie. Well, I'm happy to report that your audio does sound good now, and I see Nick in the blue screen. You may have seen it too. Says your audio is so much better. So whatever you did the trick. Very good. We'll clear with W3ETB and move on down to Jairus, AI5Q. How you doing tonight, Jairus? And are you sticking around for the big show? AI5Q, this is KE8VZA. Jairus, are you sticking around for the big show tonight? All right, we will touch base back with Jairus in a bit, and we'll move on down to Phil, WV3K. How you doing tonight, Phil, and are you going to stick around for the big show?
Hello, Eric, WV3K. I'm going to plan on at least listening. As far as participating, I'm a little tired, but I'll try to do so. Anyway, it's good to hear you, and thanks for taking over the net and helping out. This is WV3K, back to Eric, and I'll look forward to listening through. Take care and God bless.
All right, Phil, thank you. Just for clarification, did you want to be in and out? I was looking at something else here. I apologize.
Eric, I have to be the one to apologize. I didn't give you clarity on whether or not I was sticking around when I said 73s, or when I said talk to you later and God bless. So maybe I sounded like I was clearing out. I think I'll try to stick around, and we'll see how that goes, depending on whether I'm tired or not. So that sounds good to me. We'll go ahead and hold on past the station. WB3K, back to you, Eric.
All right, very good, Phil. Thank you for the clarification, and God bless you. God bless you as well on this wonderful Easter day. It's coming to a close already. Holy cow, this day went fast. Okay, we still have about 14 minutes left here, and if there are any other stations out there who would like to get on the list for the Beacon Net, I am KE8VZA, the pre-show net control, pre-show control operator. Oh, that's kind of twisting my words there, I guess. And but we have about 14 minutes, so if you'd like to get on the list, please call now.
AFIJB, Matador, it's your time.
Kilo 8, Papa Julie Whiskey, KHPJW.
Anybody copy the code sign, Kilo 5, uniform 0.12, calling in to check in. Thank you. More to you.
Okay, I'm going to pick it up there. Last station calling, you had a lot of static coming in. If you would, please repeat your call sign phonetically.
Kilo India 5, uniform hotel.
I copied Kilo India 5, uniform hotel. And are you going to stick around tonight for the main net?
Will.
All right, very good, Lewis. We got you on the list. I also copied AF5JB, Matt, and K8PJW. We're going to go up to Matt here. Matt indicated he was short time. And Matt, would you like to share some comments with the net at this time?
Yes, I would. I appreciate that, and getting to anybody else out on the net. Have a good weekend at St. Town. Had a little small route on yesterday morning. We got that done, and went home and rested up a little bit. Got back up and went to laundry, got that done, and I just went to that bus just to play Pac-Man. A game called Pac-Man Battle Royale, and I played a racing car game called Cruise and Blast. That's always a fun game to play. And then I went to the Hard Rock and ate a chicken fried sandwich there. Well, I think it's a chicken fried steak sandwich, I believe it was, but it's pretty good. And then, of course, I didn't win anything or anything like that, but still had a good time. I went home and kind of hung around there for a little bit. Had me a beer and went to bed. So that's my Saturday night. Just kind of took an easy day, and get ready to start a whole new week. It's currently 73 degrees, and there's supposed to be some pretty storms here tomorrow, so should be interesting. But other than that, so we got Green Country Ham Fest coming up in a couple of weeks here, so I'll be fun. Other than that, thanks for having me on, City 3, and catch y'all next time out there. Have a good safe week. And this is AFIJB Matt. City Tulsa, Oklahoma, City 3, about to take control. Good to hear y'all, and thanks again. Catch you next time.
Very good there, Matt. Sounds like you were able to make the rounds this weekend and get a little Pac-Man in as well. And that Green Country Hamfest sounds like a really good one to go to. And unfortunately, I will not be able to make the trip this year, but I hope you enjoy it. And thank you for checking in with us. Appreciate it. Good to hear you tonight. And you have a good rest of the week. Good start to the week anyway. And, well, yeah, a good week. Thanks, Matt. We'll clear with AF5JB, and we're going to go on down to Phil, K8PJW. How you doing tonight, Phil? And are you going to be sticking around for the main net?
K8PCA, K8PJW. Good evening, Eric. Good evening to everyone on the pre-net tonight. Great to hear everyone. Been a long day today. Started off early, so I think I'm going to just do a quick in and out for the pre-show and move on. So thanks for doing the net, and good luck with the trivia. This is K8PJW, back to the net.
Very good there, Phil. Got you on the list in and out. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. And thanks again for your work with the Board of Elections. Very vital and much appreciated. And we'll clear with K8PJW. And let's see, we have less than 7 minutes before the top of the hour. Plenty of time to take some more check-ins. So if you would like to check in for the Beacon Net tonight, that will start at 10, please call now.
November 8, Whiskey Bravo, Stefan, mobile.
Kilo India 4, Romeo Hotel Uniform, Doug in Akron.
King Charles 8, Fox Queen Victor, Mark up in Aurora, KC8FQV.
Okay, sounds like somebody had a little trail there. This is KE8VZA returning, your pre-show net control station, and or pre-net control station, I guess it is. I copied in this batch N8WB, Stefan, mobile, KI4RHU, Doug, and KC8FQV. Stefan, N8WB, will you be sticking around for the big show tonight?
Got a new sound thing in my radio, and I'm trying to figure it before I wholeheartedly, and hopefully that'll happen because tomorrow I got to run the West Park radio upset. Otherwise, dismantle it for a little bit and run it that way. But I'll send it back to you. I won't be, but I'll be listening as I travel. November 8 Whiskey Bravo to net control.
Roger, roger there, Stefan. Good to hear you tonight. Your signal's pretty good. There was a little picket fencing in the beginning, probably due to your mobile status. But we'll get you on the list in and out, and should you feel the urge to recheck later, feel free to do so. And hope your travels go well. We'll clear with N8WB and go down to Doug, KI4RHU. Doug, how are you tonight? And will you be sticking around for the big net?
Thanks for getting back to me, KI4RHU. I'm just tired, and I was just in the shack for a few moments here. I will not be staying for the main net. I just got back from the hospital for the past couple of days with my son. I left him with another family member tonight, but I want to get some sleep and be back very early in the morning for some tests that he has to go through. So with that, we'll turn it back to net, KI4RHU.
Okay, Doug, thanks for checking in with us, and I hope the situation with your family member goes well, and 73 to you, and thanks again for checking in. We'll go next down to KC8FQB. Now it's a net. Mark's here. How you doing tonight, Mark, and are you going to be sticking around for the big show?
Knock it off.
Yeah, whoever is that doing that, we shall have all guns pointing at that direction. All guns point at that direction. KCFQV. Yeah, when we get all guns pointing at the direction, yeah, and there won't be nothing left. KCFQV, I'll stick around.
All right. Good to hear, Mark. We got you on the list. Good to hear you're going to be sticking around. And let's see, we're down to about 2.5 minutes left. And if you'd like to get in here before the top of the hour, please call now.
Kilo India 5, Uniform Hotel. Once again, say hi to all of you. Thank you for making me feel appreciated on this channel.
K9MSG Mobile via Echolink.
All right, I'm going to pick it up there. This is KE8VZA returning. The last batch of 2 stations, I had trouble copying both of them. The first one was a KI5, Kilo India 5 uniform something. If you could please come back with your call sign phonetically.
Kilo India 5, Uniform Hotel.
Okay, I copy Kilo India 5 Uniform Hotel. Please confirm that, and will you be sticking around for the main net tonight? KI5UUH. Will you be sticking around for the main net tonight?
Yes, I will. Kilo India 5, Uniform Hotel.
All right, very good. Got you on the list here. Thanks for confirming your call sign. I do appreciate it. Okay, next station I had trouble copying. I believe the suffix was Mike Foxtrot Golf. If you could come back with your complete call sign phonetically, I would greatly appreciate it.
W8WKY.
Good evening, via Echolink. Kilo 9 Mike Sierra Golf. Sugar Germany at the end there. So it's Kilo 9 Mike Sierra Golf. K9MSG. That's the next result.
Roger, Roger. I copied Kilo 9, Mike, Sierra Golf. Got you on the list here, Kirk, and will you be sticking around for the main net?
Affirmative, Roger. I'd like to do that. I am mobile on Echolink, driving through Michigan, and I'd love to stay tuned. K9MSG.
Okay, Kirk, very good. I got you on the list here. Thanks for checking in. All right, at this time, we are 2 minutes past the hour. I'm going to go ahead in a sec and turn it over to our Master of Ceremonies, KE8QKO. And before I do that, I just wanted to mention, don't fret if you didn't get on the list, because Nick will be taking more check-ins in a minute or two. Anyway, Nick at night, KE8QKO. This is KE8BZA, ready to turn the reins over to you.
All right, thank you, Eric. Fine business on the pre-show. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is K8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar. And I will be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is directed net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, the Dewdrop Inn, and various other repeaters, so we ask you to key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit, so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. Okay, nothing heard there. Stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, I'm going to think that Eric did a pretty darn good job getting everybody checked in on the pre-show. There's nobody checking in right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up and talk to our trivia master. Check in and look in here. I don't see our alternate trivia master on tonight yet. He'll be on later, I'm sure. He's got a net that runs right up to this one. Sometimes it runs over. So we're going to go up and talk to Mike, KE8QWE, to get the primary answer. And what's going to happen is we'll start taking check-ins. And then when KF5DAY makes it in, we'll go back through our previous check-ins and get their answers to the alternate question, and then continue on the rest of the net. So, Mike, take it away with the answer, the question, or the trivia question this evening.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Okay, this is question might be a little bit hard, but yet it is an interesting one. Okay, what city made the first Easter Tuesday radio broadcast? A, Dublin, Ireland. B, Rome, Italy. C, London, England. D, Munich, Germany. Again, what city made the first Easter Tuesday radio broadcast? A, Dublin, Ireland. B, Rome, Italy. C, London, England. D, Munich, Germany. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to K8QKO.
All right, that's a fine question there. Mike, I'm going to have to think about it and make a wild guess when it comes around to me anyway. Okay, so let's start running through our check-ins here. We're going to start, the first check-in we have is, the first person we have is In and Out. That was KE8NK. And then the next station we have is 88MO Andy. You get to be first to answer, Andy. What is your comments for the net and your answer for the trivia question?
Okay, I totally missed the trivia question, and I'm waiting for Mike to post it on the blue screen so I don't have to ask or reread. So I guess I'll just make some comments here. A wonderful Easter to everybody. Phil, I listened to your message. Thank you for that. That was a real encouragement. Well, I'm going to try to make it a point to get back with you sometime this week on the phone there on the twist. Well, it used to be a twisted pair. It's kind of not there anymore. Who owns a twisted pair? I don't know. We got rid of our phone. My parents got rid of their phone about 10 years ago. But I do know how to use a rotary phone. That was one thing. I had a friend of mine come over one time. A school friend, it was either 6th or 7th grade, and he needed to call his house. He picked up the phone, and he just looked at it, gave it a blank stare. He's like, I don't know how to use this thing. Because it was a rotary phone. He was only used to push buttons, so, oh well, those are all gone now. All right, what city made the first Easter Tuesday radio broadcast? Okay, I don't know. Okay, I'll go with Munich, Germany, D Delta, because I've been writing out a lot of QSL cards to German stations. Holy cow, it's hard to write the address without screwing it up, and then I got to throw the whole card out. So I'll go D Delta. So had the family come over. It was great. Played a couple games of Wingspan. I lost them both, but I had a good time. So I'll throw back to you there, Nick, at night. Rubber chicken wrangler. Okay, that's a new one. But it makes sense. Back to net, ABNMO.
All right, thank you, Eddie. Got you down there for Delta. Like I said, once we get the alternate question in here, I'll come back up to you to get that answer as well. All right, next we're going to go down and talk to KE8Y and J. Go ahead and take it away.
KE8QKO, this is KE8Y and J. Good evening, everybody. So, spent the weekend getting ready to take the Sarah VE exam on Saturday. So hopefully I'll get amateur extra, but we'll see. But outside of that, had a great weekend, and I'm going to choose B, as in Bravo, for the answer to tonight's trivia. And there you have it, KE8Y and J.
All right. Thanks for getting with us there, Johnny. Good luck on your VE session and getting your extra. And next we're going to talk to K5 CFY Ray. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the net this evening?
KE8 QKO and the net. This is K5 CFY. Good evening, Nick at night, and everybody on the Beacon Net tonight. Hope everybody had a great Easter, and I think Eric there on the keyboard did a wonderful job getting everybody in there properly, so thank you there, Eric. All right, I'm going to go with B on the first one, and I'm going to go with B on the second one. I don't even know what it is, but just put me down for Bravo and Barometer. K5 CFY, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Ray. Got you down there for Bravo and Bravo. He's showed up in the blue screen, but he's not chatting yet. So maybe Alan's not quite ready. I'm not going to call on him until I see him type something. Anyway, with the next three stations here, we have our in and out, and that's KA8 MNT, WB4AIZ, WB8CXO. And that takes us down to KC3SEG. Greg, from Baltimore. How's it going out there, Greg?
W8WKY.
We're not the catastrophic bridge collision there with the ship last week, but to Eddie there, W3ETB. Eddie, I haven't heard from you in a real long time. I'm glad you're still there. Keep in touch with me sometime. Definitely good hearing you out there. As for the question, I'm going to go with D as in dog. That's the best thing I don't have no idea what the answer is, but D as in dog for my dog Teddy, so that's what we're going to go with. I think that's about it. Thanks for running the net. I'm one and done here, so 73 to you all. KC3 SEG, back over to you, net control.
All right, Greg, thank you. We got you down for Delta, but don't go too far just yet, because we have an alternate question we always read on Sunday nights, and we're about to get that question went for us right now. Well, when I'm done with this statement. So what'll happen is Alan will come in and read the alternate question, and I'm going to run back through all the current check-ins and see what their answers are for the alternate questions. So don't go running off, because I'm going to call back on you here in just a couple of minutes. But first, we're going to go up and talk to KI5DAY. Alan, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the alternate trivia tonight?
Good evening, Nick. Yeah, just to make sure, is my signal okay? Over.
Your signal is just fine, Alan.
Alrighty, I appreciate that very much. Yeah, I just never know what you're going to get with Sunday night. Sometimes with me on Allstar, we get along most of the time pretty well, so I'm glad it's working. Tonight's alternate trivia is as follows. Listen closely. Aircraft black boxes record data about flights, including cockpit conversations, radio transmissions, and other instrument readings. What color are the black boxes? A, orange, B, yellow, C, black, duh, or D, as brown as Grandpa Cornwaldo Bean's teeth. KI5DAY, back to net.
Kilo India 5, Uniform Hotel. I would like to answer that question.
I'll take it there for a moment. All right. Thank you very much, Alan. Got that alternate question in there. And we had a station that jumped in there. Juliet India 5 Uniform Hotel. We are going to get back to you here in a little bit, sir. This is QKO running the beacon net for the WWKY repeater. We're linked in with a couple of digital nodes. I think you're probably coming in there. So just to let you know, we are running a net, and we are going to run through all of our check-ins for the net, and we can happy to add you to the bottom of the list. Just stand by for that. And we're going to go first let me speak here. We're going to go up and talk to AV8MO, Andy, and get his answer for the alternate question. Andy, take it away.
No, okie dokie. Yeah, there's a lot of us who want to make a transmission here. So, anyhow, this is AB8MO. I'm pretty sure they're not black. But who knows? I'll say orange, whatever one that is. So what, A? Back to that, AB8MO. Good night, all.
Any question? Your alternate answer done for Alpha. That's YNJ. John, what is alternate answer?
Universal orange.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee November Juliet. John, are you out there? And do you have your alternate answer? All right, nothing heard from John. Maybe he had to step away. Let's go down and talk to KC3 SEG Greg and get his alternate answer. Greg, take it away.
KC3 SEG, I'm going to go with A for orange. That's my answer, A for orange. KC3 SEG, 73. But I'll say 73 to you all. Oh, we're clear.
All right, 73, Greg. Got you down for Alpha. All right, I'm going to identify real quick. This is KE8QKO on the WWKY repeater. We've gone through all of our initial check-ins here. We've got our trivia questions, and we can continue on with the net. So I'll just reiterate, this is a controlled net, so when it's your turn to talk, I will call on you, and please wait for that. The next two stations we have here are in and out. They are KG4SEK and 8WHR, and that takes us down to W3ETV. Eddie, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net this evening?
Oh, it's always glad to be here. It's always good to be here. It's always good to be anywhere, actually. I'll go with Ray on the first trivia question. I think maybe B for the Pope or something like that. I think that was what it was, B for the Pope. And I didn't know Easter was on a Sunday, on a Tuesday, but I guess it could be. Actually, for Alan's question, I will go with A for orange. I think I saw one of those things one time. Black box, didn't know where they come up with that idea. And make it in orange if it is orange, which could be wrong. I'm usually wrong anyway. So I'll turn it back over to you there, Nick. And you take care. W3TV. Back to net.
All right, thank you, Eddie. I heard you say orange for the black box, but we got the NetLogger gotchas, Bravo and Alpha. Fantastic. Okay, thanks for getting in with us, and have a good day. Have a happy the rest of your Easter. All right, next we'll go down to K8VOX was in and out. That takes us down to AI5Q Cheris. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net this evening?
AI5Q here, and I'll start with the trivia questions. I'll go with Alpha and Alpha. I would make a joke about that's not what I generally look for in a lady, but I don't look for ladies because I've got one, and she is very, very good to me. So there's no reason to look anywhere else. I've got no desire to look anywhere else. I've got a very good lady here that takes care of me and the kids and is more than enough for my needs. So we'll just leave it at that. But Alpha and Alpha for the trivia questions there. And I had to delay the connection to the W8WKY repeater just a little bit. The Skywarn U actually ran long tonight. I missed the cutoff, and somebody else had to jump in and reconnect them after 8:25 when it cut off, and then at 8:30 I had to dump the W8WKY repeater really quickly, so I was quick on the trigger there in order not to double and conflict with you guys. So hopefully we didn't cut out your ladies' announcement there. Hopefully I got it in time to not interfere with that. But as soon as we were done with the Skywarn Usenet and I talked to Caleb, I went ahead and reconnected it, and it was only 3 or 4 minutes late compared to usual, so not too bad. Could have been worse. And anyway, we'll just send it back to Net Control. Appreciate you being out there. AI5Q.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Jairus. We all appreciate all you do, and we got your answers down there for Alpha and Alpha. And next on our list is WV3K Phil. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net this evening?
KQ. Oh, this is WV3K. Good to hear you in there, Nick, and you're sounding good. And you're doing nicely on handling the net as usual. I can say with some, I would say that for the second question, let me go that direction. It sounds like it'd be more logical to have a brighter color and protect it somehow if they could coat it, but make it so that in a burning situation or something like that, when you have a crash or whatever, it'd be easier seen. So I would have to say I would go with the orange color, and I don't remember what answer it was, but I do remember hearing it. I don't remember some of the other colors just seemed to be too dark to be able to see that in a commotion in a catastrophes like that, any type of aviation catastrophic events. As far as the first question from Mikey, he's got a good one there. I don't know who would be the first broadcast station that did something or other for Easter. I didn't quite catch the whole question, but I heard some of the answers, and I could not pull anything out of that. But just to have fun with it, I'll just go say alpha with that, and I'll leave it at that. So orange, whatever the letter was for the second question, and for that Alan gave, and then take alpha with the first question. So there you have it. Anyway, have a great evening. I'm going to go ahead and get some other things taken care of. I got to put garbage down at the other end of the driveway. And good to hear everyone that are able to work this evening on the net. And have a very blessed evening. And God bless you all each day as Christ has given us this blessed moment to celebrate, knowing that His work is what was done in order for us to live life everlasting, and with a degree of caring about each other as well. So, everyone have a good night, and God bless all. Thanks, Nick. This is WV3K, and I'll be clear. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Phil. And we got your answers down there for Alpha and Alpha. We appreciate you checking in with us. It's good to hear you, and I'm glad you're doing well. All right, my next four stations here are in and out. That is N8PPB, KF8ANT, N6ODU, KO4CBH, and that takes us down to KI5UUH. Lewis, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net this evening? Kilo India 5, Uniform Hotel, Lewis, are you out there? Do you have traffic for the Beacon Net? All right, I heard something there. I wasn't sure if it was Lewis or not. Whoever was trying to get in was not making it into wherever they're getting into. So, Lewis, if you're out there and you can get back in the next time we call for check-ins, please do that. Yeah, just wait for the check-in call, and then you can try to get back in and maybe update or increase your power or change your location or something. But we'll try to get you in when you can make it in. The next four stations I have in and out, there's AF5JB, KAPJW, NAWB, KI4RHU, and that takes us down to KC8FQV. Mark, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net this evening?
I'm going to say orange on the first one. I didn't really catch it yet, so maybe I'll come back around later. But we like doing these back around. But on the second one, the flight box, they're going to say orange. So other than that, KCA, Fox Green Victor, had a nice day for Easter. Green and myself sisters, daughters, and that. Was good food and everything, and a good time. So we'll send it back to. Yeah, she got a lot of things for Easter from Timu. So Timu is getting to be more popular. In fact, Timu had an ad on the Super Bowl. So we'll send it back to Net, KSFQV.
All right, Mark, you know what? We missed your primary answer. Can you come back with that again, please?
All right, KSFQV. I didn't have nothing on the primary yet. So I didn't have nothing on the primary. The alternative was orange. But primary, I didn't have anything yet on it, KSFQV.
All right, copy that, Mark. Also, you seem to have a TV or a radio running in the background. When you check in the net, I would appreciate it if you could turn that down or mute it or something when you check in, just as an FYI. But we got you. We don't really have a primary question for you, so appreciate you getting in with us, Mark. It's good to hear you. And next, we'll go down and talk to you. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to identify. This is KEQQ and the WWKY repeater going through a list of check-ins for the Beacon Net. And we're going to talk to K9MSG. Kirk, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net this evening?
Hey, thank you, K9MSG Mobile. My first time on this net. I'm a pretty new amateur radio player. I got my license just a couple months ago. And had a good day. I hope everybody had a great Easter. My name is Kirk, Kilo India Romeo Kilo, and I got outside a bit, put on a new antenna on the house, and while I was doing that, watching neighbors with their kids out looking for Easter eggs in the yard. That was fun. And so I grabbed some extra Eclipse glasses that I have and got to hand it out to neighbors that I hadn't seen in a while since everyone's inside for the winter. So we got that Eclipse 1 week from tomorrow, I guess, here in the Midwest and much of the States. So looking forward to that. My take on the questions, I'll go with the alternate first. I gotta hope it's orange. I gotta hope you can see it easily. And a black box is just a name and not the color. And then for the first question, that's a great question that I do not know the answer to. The first Easter ham delivery, I think it was addressed. But I'll tell you what, I'm traveling through Michigan right now, mobile, just Kalamazoo eastbound, heading to Detroit to do some volunteer work. And by my side, I have a beautiful Irish girl. And so we're going to go with Ireland to get the answer to that question. Back to net control, K9MSG Mobile.
All right, thank you, Kirk. Got your answers down there for Alpha, and have a safe drive. Okay, next we're going to talk to KI5TAQ, Taco Tim. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon Net this evening?
Well, I should say good evening, guys. This is KI5TAQ. Let me get the trivia question out of the way first. Main question, A. Alternate question, A. So I'm, what would you call it? Oh, Alcoholics Anonymous. AA. We'll just, as far as the explanation, I think Alan will explain later as to his question because I don't want to spoil it for him. But other than that, had a good Easter service and had a good Easter feast with family. And we're right now resting, unwinding and resting and relaxing and getting ready to maybe get ready to go to the salt mine after that for tomorrow. But I'll just send it back to net control and let you carry on and maybe get some more check-ins. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, right, thank you, Tim. We got you down for Alpha and Alpha. Yes, it was a fine Easter. I myself went down and visited, well, with a family, not just by myself. Went down and visited the in-laws and spent the day with them. Yesterday we celebrated my niece's 18th birthday, which is always, 18 years old. Time flies. And and then I had a fun Easter day today with the rest of the family. So, and then got back later than I wanted to, but that's all right. Time with family. All right, thank you very much, Tim. And this is K8QKO, the WWKY repeater. We're at the bottom of our list of check-ins, and we're ready to take some more. So, anyone out there who would like to check in the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
KD2HCE, in and out.
Kilo Charlie 8, Echo, Echo, Yankee, Dave from East Sparta.
Kilo Foxtrot 4, Juliet, India, Golf. Kilo Foxtrot 4, Juliet, India, Golf.
Kilo Oscar 5, Sierra, India, Echo, Oscar, Tulsa.
All right, I'll take it there. We have a pretty good orderly list there. I have KD2HCE, Chris in and out. I have KC8EY, David. I have KF4JIG, Janet. And I have KO5SIE, Aussie. All right. All right, so let's go up and talk to KC8EY, David, see how he's doing. David, take it away.
Good evening to the net. Just got down here and got my ham shack put back together. We just arrived back from our stay down in Florida for the winter, and you guys are the first net. So for your listening pleasure, I'm back in town, and we'll be on the net quite often from here on out until the snow flies again. Other than that, having a good time, getting ready to go see the great eclipse. Hopefully the weather will cooperate with us, and we'll get to see a great astronomical event. Okay, at that we'll say 73s. I didn't hear the questions tonight, and that's all right. Just wanted to say howdy, get numbered among you. This is KC8EEY.
All right, thank you, David, and welcome back to the wonderful state of Ohio. You know what, though? I'm going to go back up and get our trivia questions read for us again anyway, because I like to do that before I start taking additional check-ins on the second round, because sometimes the first round takes a while, then people come in later, and I find it's easier just to get that question read, and I totally forgot to do that. So I'll get back to you in a second. We're going to go up and talk to K8QWE, Mike, and get the primary question read. Mike, take it away.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Whiskey Echo. Okay, the question is, what city made the first Easter Tuesday radio broadcast? A, Dublin, Ireland. B, Rome, Italy. C, London, England. D, Munich, Germany. Again, what city made the first Easter Tuesday radio broadcast? A, Dublin, Ireland. B, Rome, Italy. C, London, England, or D, Munich, Germany. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Whiskey Echo. Back to KE8QKO.
All right, thank you, Mike. Let's go and talk to KF5DAY Alan to get the alternate question read. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY. Yeah, let me just go ahead and grab the right radio here. Once again, I grabbed the dead mic because I thought I was on the Ham Shack radio there. But anyways, here it is. Tonight's alternate trivia question says, aircraft black boxes record data about flights, including cockpit conversations, radio transmissions, and instrument readings. What color are the black boxes? Are they A, orange, B, yellow, C, black, duh, or D, as brown as Grandpa Cornwaldo Bean's teeth? KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, thank you for another fine question there, Alan. All right, let's go back down and talk to KC8EY, David, see if he has answers for our trivia. David, do you have those?
Yes, I copied it. I'm going to say Ireland, just because there's a little bit of Irish in all of us. And for the secondary question, orange, and whatever alphabetical alphabet has been assembled for that, just because I think it would be easier to find if something happens. Black, I would say orange. Turning it back to the net.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you down there for Alpha and Alpha. Next, let's go down and talk to KF4 JIG. Janet, how you doing, ma'am? And what do you have for the Beacon Net this evening?
Good evening to everybody on the net, and I'm going to, if it's all right if I answer the trivia question, I'm going to go with A and A on both of them, our Alpha and Alpha, and I'm doing fine this evening, and it's definitely, I'm hoping, definitely going to be springtime, and hopefully no snow, but definitely looking forward to the eclipse. And of course, being a visually impaired ham, I was trying to find a radio telescope where I could stream that thing when it happened, but definitely I was kind of wanting to listen to the solar eclipse. If somebody's not giving descriptions, KF4 JIG is back to net.
All right, thank you, Janet. Got you down there for Alpha and Alpha. Yeah, I think that's going to be quite the viewing spectacle next. Not tomorrow, but the following Monday for the eclipse. Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. All right, thank you, ma'am. And we got you in there. Next, we go down and talk to KO5SIE Aussie. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KO5SIE. Well, I think on the trivia questions, I'm going with Charlie and Alpha. Charlie and Alpha. And just glad I made it to the tail end of it here, doing some migrations for work at work, and got a quiet time, so I thought I'd check in on the Beacon Net, see how things are going.
All right, thank you. Sunday night migrations doesn't sound like a good time to me, so I think it's going better for us than it is for you. But thanks for getting with us there, Aussie. And we got your answers down for Charlie and Alpha. Also, you're not quite at the bottom. You're not at the end yet, because we still got some rounds to go. We have some more check-ins we can take. We got a whole Beacon Net crew we can talk to, and then even more check-ins after that. So just stand by and listen, and maybe it'll keep you somewhat entertained while you're working. All right, this is K8QKO and the W8WQI repeater. We've gone through all of our check-ins for the Beacon Net, and we are ready to take some more. So if you're out there and you want to check in the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
W8WKY.
All right, maybe this will be a short one. Looks like we have a check-in from the blue screen we're going to go down to, and that is K6KJV. Kevin, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net this evening?
W8WKY. 8WKY, repeater PL114.8.
All right, K6KJV. Kevin, are you out there? Do you have traffic for the beacon net? All right, perhaps he's just in the blue screen, not on the net. So we'll give him a pass for the moment, and let's open up for some more check-ins. And let's take another round before we go up and talk to our net control team. Anyone out there who would like to check into the beacon net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Recheck Kilo India 4, Romeo Hotel uniform.
KI5RHU, with your recheck, go ahead.
Kilo India 4, Romeo Hotel uniform, Doug in Akron. Just a tidbit of useless knowledge to go along with the black box question there. The actual one of they used to call him the grandfather of black box. His call was WB2ZZB. His name was Hans Nafel, and he's a silent key, but he's one of the original creators of the black box.
All right. Thank you, Doug. That's some interesting information. Appreciate you getting with us there. Okay, break here. All right, it's K8QKO on the WWK repeater. Sorry, I had something in my throat there. I had to take a drink of water before I kept talking and coughing into the microphone. All right. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate that information. That sounds pretty interesting. I wasn't aware that the creator of that was a ham. And it's always nice to learn new things. So, this is K8QKO on the WWKR repeater. Anyone else would like to check into the beacon net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, nothing heard there. Perhaps it's going to be a short one tonight. Let's go up and talk to the net control team. And we're going to start with K8VZA Eric. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA. Good to hear you tonight, Nick, and everyone else as well. Had a good Easter today. Went out to my parents' house, and we had dinner, and it was very tasty. Mom does a great job, of course. And otherwise, the weekend was good. Daughter's home from college for the weekend for the holiday, actually for next week as well. A little spring break action. And she's going to rest and recuperate and go back and hit the books at the end of the week. But that's what I have. Trivia. I'm going to go with, what did I scribble down here? Bravo for the main trivia question, and Alpha for the alternate trivia question. So that's all I have for this evening. This is KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right. Thank you, Eric. You got yourself down for Bravo and Alpha. Appreciate you checking in with us there. Next, we're going to go down and talk to K8QWE, Mike. He's going to give us his comments, but he is not going to read the trivia answer. Mike, take it away.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. I might have quick keyed, but in any event, for the alternate trivia, I'm going to go with A, orange. I think orange is a good option. Let's see, today I went to church. We had a breakfast before the main service. It was fantastic. Boy, there's a lot of food there. I ate good. And then the main service, came home, and later on in the afternoon I had the family over and had a house full of people. And we ate again, so I am still full. So that's what I have been up to. Nothing too awful spectacular. I'll go ahead and pass this back on over to Nick. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KE8QKL.
All right, thank you, Mike. Thank you for your trivia today, and we got you down for Alpha for your alternate answer. And next, we're going to talk to KD8 EPC Dustin. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for us this evening?
All right, KQKO and the Beacon Net. This is KD8 EPC. Well, good evening there, Nick. Give me A for the first one and A for the second one. Not a lot for you. Just hung around the house today. It was quiet, and I got to enjoy myself. So with that, I have company, so I'm going to let you get back to it. This is KD8 EPC, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Dustin. Got you down there for Alpha and Alpha. Glad you enjoyed your day. All right, let's go down and talk to KD8 SLG, our assistant president. Nick, take it away.
Assistant President. I love it. KE8QKO, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Nick, and all the Beacon netizens. Let's do trivia real quick. I'm going to go with Delta for the first one, Munich. I think Mike tried to throw something in there. I don't know. But that's my choice there. And for the alternate, I'm going for Orange. I believe that was Alpha, A for Orange. And, of course, there's always a story behind the Colonel Cornwaldo Bean answer. And I may be throwing Alan for a twist here, but Colonel Cornwaldo Bean, also known as Grandpa Cornwaldo Bean, did, in fact, have false teeth that were made out of ivory. And the interesting thing about those teeth, and that's not in question, but the story behind the teeth is he actually shot the elephant where they got the ivory teeth for him on safari. However, when he went on safari, he actually had a full set of teeth, but he tried to shortchange the tribe that took them out on safari, and they ended up kicking his teeth in, and he ended up using the ivory he got out of the exchange to make his teeth. Everyone, you got about an hour left to make your submission for the Field Day T-shirt contest this year. I'm sure Gary would appreciate me making that announcement. And I look forward to hearing a bunch of you local guys on the nets this week. You're going to hear a lot of me. Back to you, Nick. This is KD8SLG. Back to KE8QKO. Fine business, Nick.
All right, thank you, Nick. Got your answers down for Delta and Alpha, and thank you for reminding me to turn off my radio this week. Always do appreciate that. It's good to hear you. And next, we're going to talk to KI5DAY Alan to get his comments for that, but do not read the trivia answers. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY in the net. Hey, I will not read the trivia answer. I will, however, answer the regular trivia. What city made the first Easter Tuesday radio broadcast? It's got to be Seamus down there in Dublin. I would say Ireland. That's just going to be my guess because I like Ireland. Not much else. Just been busy this weekend doing some spring cleaning, car cleaning, taking the neighbors' cats to the car wash, all that good stuff. And I don't know, man, it's been crazy. Went to church this morning, came home, and got into this spring cleaning thing and just went bananas on it. And it feels pretty good, though. Nice, tidy place. And I got everything spick and span, I guess you could say. But anyways, hope everybody's doing well. Happy Easter to everybody, and I'll shoot it back to you because I'm tired, but I'll be waiting to read the answer when you're ready. KI5DAY, and there will be a spin.
All right. Thank Thank you, Alan. We got your answer down for Alpha for the primary question. It's good to hear you out there, and thanks for your alternate question. We always appreciate it. Okay, this is KEAQKO, the WAWKR repeater. Going through all of our check-ins for the BeaconNet. We talked to that control team, and we have one more round of check-ins. We're going to do another round of check-ins and hopefully some comments for the BeaconNet before we go up and get our trivia answers read for us. So if you're out there and you want to check into the BeaconNet, you know you want to, everybody wants to. Say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
KC8, Fox Queen Victor. Now I have the additional main question I'll answer. KCFQV.
All right, we got Mark in there. KC and FQV. Mark, take it away and give us your answer for the primary question.
All right, I want to say Ireland. Just try that. And, yeah, we'll learn in a hurry what the real thing is. It was interesting earlier. It was a Sunday night, and it did the 80s songs. And, wow, I got a few of them. And they named a song, and they wanted to know the group that sang it. Yeah, I did pretty decent, I would think. But that is great to go back. Music is one of the things that they really did historic on, was music. And, of course, books, they got a lot of that. And, of course, now they're catching up and getting the movies and TV shows so we can live them back when we grew up. So let's send it back to net, KCFQV.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got you down there for Ireland for the primary question. I forget what letter that is now, but looks like my NetLogger's updated it, and we got you. Alpha. Okay, do another round here one more time. If you're out there and you want to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, sounded like a short net tonight. Okay, let's go talk to Mike, KEAQWE, to get the primary question answered for us. Mike, take it away.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Okay, the question is this. Let me pull it up here. Okay, what city made the first Easter Tuesday radio broadcast? A, Dublin, Ireland, B, Rome, Italy, C, London, England, or D, Munich, Germany? The answer is A. It is in Dublin, Ireland. I found this thing. I thought, well, what is Easter Tuesday? Well, it's mainly part of the Catholic faith. They have some type of thing where they have your regular Easter, but they also have an Easter Tuesday, too. Like for this year, it is tomorrow. So, there. Tomorrow is Easter Tuesday. But what was interesting about this, it was March 25th in 1916, and at that time, radios primarily just talked from one to the other. There really wasn't a generic radio transmitter like we would have now. And they were having a war, and they had all kinds of gunfire and things like that. Well, they got a radio, and they were basically broadcasting message to anyone that could pick it up, and it was, to try to get a ceasefire during it and things like that. So that's what the answer was. It was in Dublin, Ireland. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KEAQKO.
All right, thank you, Mike. I forgot to answer the question, but I would have gotten it wrong because I was going to go with Munich, Germany. So, oh well, I'll see how that goes. But put me down for Alpha for the alternate question, and we'll see how that turns out. And next, we're going to talk to KI5DAY Alan to get the answer for the alternate question. Alan, take it away.
All right, KI5DAY, thanks, Nick and Knight. Yeah, I just was sitting here. I just posted and pasted and copied whatever. There it is. Okay, now it finally shows up. Tonight's alternate trivia question has a spin, but I'm going to go ahead and read it. Aircraft black boxes record data about flights, including cockpit conversations, radio transmissions, and instrument readings. What color are the black boxes? Well, a lot of people apparently watch TV and listen and videos and everything else and picked orange. A. Technically, yes, they are orange, but I would have accepted C, black as well. So here's the reason why. Let me let this drop. Black boxes were originally painted black, and in many cases today they still are. However, they are covered in orange paint. And as with most aircraft instrument cases, working on airplanes every day, I see the black boxes all over the airplane, but not just black boxes for recording that are actually orange, but that are in the cargo where I work. The black boxes, a couple of them are right back there where I work. There's also some more upstairs in the back of the airplane. There's more than one. So, yeah, they're very tough boxes. They can handle a lot of damage. They can put out a beacon for like 90 days underwater. They can handle up to like 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit, I think, temperature. If there's a fire, things like that. So they're pretty strong boxes, and yeah, they do quite the job. But yes, they originally were black, and in some cases they still are black when they're made. They're just painted orange for easy location. So yeah, either one of those would have been acceptable. So there's the spin on the question. And next week, though, we will have a little more silly question. But I was a little behind tonight and had to just grab one of the technical questions. So with that, back to Net Control, KI5DAY. Thanks for playing along.
All right, thank you, Alan. Yeah, I thought the name of the black box came from their intended purposes of identifying information in grasses, but maybe I could be wrong. Thanks for the fine question there, Alan. We always appreciate it. Okay, anyone else out there that would like to check into the BeaconNet? This is your one and final chance to do so. Please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, nothing heard there. It looks like it's a pretty short one tonight. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, K8QWE, K8VZA, KD8SLG, KD8APC, and KF5DAY, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the WWKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink WWKY-R. You are welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the WWKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sunday. Also, don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is K8QKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time, 73 all.
K8QKO, K9MSG Mobile, nice job with the net tonight. Thanks for helping me pass the time while I'm heading across the state of Michigan. And hope everyone has a good night. K9MSG Mobile monitoring.
K9MSG, K8QKO, thank you, sir. Have a safe trip on the look across the state of Michigan. and drive safely. And with that, I'll be clear. 73.
Hello, my name is Luis, Kilo India 5, Uniform Hotel. I would like to say thank you to all of you for letting me part of the group of FlexRadio. Thank you.
KJW8WKY.
KJ5ATA monitoring on Dewdrop In, Echolink. Happy Easter. Anybody? Radio silence. Nothing heard. KJ5ATA out.
KG5ATA Kilo Echo 8 Mike Yankee.
And this is KJ5ATA. I heard a Kilo Mike or something. I couldn't quite make it out. If you want to come back, it's okay. Over.
Kilo Echo 8 Mike Yankee. My mic got hung up a little bit in the transmission there, so I'm not sure what it's doing with that. But K8MMY, Chris in Amherst, Ohio.
Yeah, Mike Yankee, Chris in Amherst, Ohio. How are you? Happy Easter to you. Yeah, Amherst, Ohio. I'm trying to feature where that is. My name is Guy, KJ5ATA. I'm in Georgetown, Texas, and but Amherst is in Ohio, but I can't feature where it's at. My brother-in-law lives in Mansfield, so maybe you can direct me to where you are. It's okay, Mike Yankee.
So Mansfield is southwest of me. I'm in Lorain County, right up by the lake. If you wherever in Lorain is halfway between Cleveland and Sandusky.
Chris, yeah, I get it. Cleveland and Sandusky. Okay. Yeah, up there by the lake. Now, tell me if I'm right or wrong, but is Marblehead, or if you're familiar with Marblehead, is that is that west, or is that east of Sandusky, if I can remember correctly? Back to you, Chris.
Yeah, no, it's right in there. I guess if you had to say, I guess it would be a little west of Sandusky, but usually, and I said Sandusky. I meant to say Cedar Point because Cedar Point is usually the landmark that folks are with, and so if you tell them I'm halfway between Cleveland and Cedar Point, they know the amusement park with the roller coasters and everything.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Cedar Point, exactly. Oh yeah, I can remember. I remember back in the. Oh golly, it's been so long ago. In the 90s or something, and I used to live in Findlay, Ohio, and going up there to Cedar Point and visiting my sister-in-law in, what do you call it? Marblehead, I think it is. And Putin Bay, there's some island out there, some goofy island, I can't remember that island, but anyways, it was kind of like a place to go to party at and stuff. And lakeside, it was a lakeside, in Marblehead. And really cool places to go up there. I don't know if you know those areas, maybe you can fill me in. Back to you, Chris.
So Findlay is west of my location, and my buddy and I usually go to the Findlay Ham Fest. It's one of the better ones in the area. The place to go party, where the party's at, is at Putin Bay, and probably the other little island that you were trying to think of is Kelly's Island. And then there's Colonel Perry's monument is up there, and there's some of the caves that they have, and a lot of it is all state park. But Putin Bay is definitely the party spot of the place.
That's it, Kelly's Island. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, that was a nutty place to be. No kidding. And it was fun. It was a fun place. And up there in Cedar Point, there around that area and stuff. Yeah. Ohio days. That was back in the 90s. Since then, moved on to other places. Left the Great White North. I don't know what your temperatures are right now, how cold it is, but we decided to move to the southern parts, and so we moved to Texas and such. And the weather here has been pretty mild. How's the weather up there in Lorain County or around there?
W8WKY.
Oh, it's not too bad. It's kind of what you expect out of Northeast Ohio. A few weeks ago, we had a week or two in the 70s, and then we dipped back down into the 20s. Right now, we're hitting anywhere from 50 40 to 55 during the day, depend. And it's been getting a little chilly at night, but not too much freezing. There's one day this past week that there was frost covering the windows, but if there's any standing water or whatnot, there's none of that. It froze. So it's just kind of being Ohio. One day it'll be 21 in the first thing in the morning, and it'll be 60 in the afternoon, and it'll be back down to 40 at sunset.
Yeah, I can remember that. I remember sometimes it would actually I can't. It would actually snow in April, and it was. I always thought that was kind of funny, It would be Christmas time in April, and just be crazy. But that was all fun. It was all fun, We don't get a lot of snow down here in Georgetown, but when we do, it's a big deal. If we see any snow, it's a big deal, But fortunately, it doesn't get too thick, so we're all good with that. Anyways, yeah. So, back to you, Chris.
You don't dare start putting plants in the ground until after Mother's Day, that's for sure. You can get pretty much anything that is possible in between. I'm not familiar with Georgetown. Whereabouts is that, and do you have a little bit of elevation? I've traveled myself, and I lived in Kingman, Arizona for quite some time. The heart of Route 66, and it was at 3,500 feet. So we would get a fairly decent snow about once every few years in town. But then Wallapai Mountain was right there, and it was at 8,000 feet, so there was always snow on top of it. But so tell me about Georgetown.
Well, okay. I don't know actually what the elevation is of Georgetown is. We are definitely higher than Houston. Okay, we're in like central Texas. We are about 20 miles north of Austin, Texas, and we're on the edge of the Edwards Escarpment, which is a kind of like a plateau right next to the hill country as you go west. And of course, we're north of the Chihuahua Desert, which is around San Antonio, and then we're south of Dallas, of course, or Waco, around there. Through the prairies. So we're kind of like, on the edge of West Texas and East Texas in a way. And so, yeah, it's where we are. The weather here is always kind of moderate, but the summers can be brutal. Absolutely heat. Killer heat. Makes you want to be back in Ohio during the summertime anyways. But, yeah, this is where we are. We're just a little bit north of Austin in Williamson County. And, yeah, that's where we are. And it's a good place to live. I live in Sun City, Texas. It's a retirement community. And everybody here is retired and play golf and pickleball and such, and just doing that kind of thing. So, anyways, back to you, Chris.
the pickleball is something a little bit new to me, but it's becoming popular around here. The city and the county have put in a number of pickleball courts. Some old tennis courts that were just not seeing much use, and so they refurbished them and made them pickleball courts. I've not been to Austin. Always wanted to go and see it, and had a friend that lived there for a little while, and I said, well, how about I stop by and we'll go see Austin city limits? And well, I guess that's not something that you just up and do at the drop of a hat. I guess it's kind of fancified now, and you have to buy tickets years in advance and all sorts of things like that. Probably the only place that I've been to in that area is, take I-40. I've been across I-40 a number of times there, and Shamrock, Texas is always a stop, so that's about as much as I know about Texas, other than if you're down, like you said, you have some elevation over Houston. If you're in Houston, it's not only the heat, but it's the humidity. So I think that you get the heat, but hopefully you don't get all of the humidity. K8MMY for ID. Back to you.
Yeah, this is KJ5ATA. Yeah, I know what you're saying about Houston. It's a swampy area. I lived there for 14 years, and it's tropical, no doubt about it. Yeah, it's drier here, although not much drier. But anyways, and Kingman, man, I can remember, going through Kingman, but going out west and stuff like that. Have you ever gone through Oatman, Arizona? I remember we took a detour on the old Route 66, and that was an experience that I won't forget. I mean, that was insane with those wild burros and that little town, Oatman, or what? Oatman. I mean, there's what's the other town that's there's Kingman, Oatman, and I can't remember. And Bullhead City, I think it was. Anyways, it was really cool. Anyways, Chris, back to you.
Yes, sir. That's all right in there. Bullhead City is right down there by the river, and if you go through Golden Valley, which is just outside of Kingman, then you can wind your way through and go to Oatman, and there's there's a couple of switchbacks that they warn you well ahead of time that it's not a place to take a semi-truck. It's not really a place to take a really long RV or really long camper, because there's no way to make the hairpin without backing up and going forward a few times. But there's a gold mine still there that's operational right where one of them hairpins are, and then of course Oatman has the burros and everything, and everybody was feeding them carrots, and it kind of eventually they got so used to it that it was their mainstay, and it wasn't healthy for them. So now they sell nuggets with a balanced diet in them. So that's how the burros are doing in Oatman there.
Oh yeah. I can't remember. When we drove down there, we were on the side of the mountain. I was thinking it was the Apache trailer. What I can't remember it, but anyways, we were on the side of the cliff, and some lady came up, in a warning truck, or warning jeep, and said, "There's a semi-tractor coming up your way, so you need to scoot your car against to the cliff as much as you could, so we could get by." And we did. And I'm telling you, it was inches, just inches, trying to get that truck past us, while we were parked along the cliff, and it was funny. But it was, and anyways, we finally got down to Oatman, and well, there were the burrows, and we rolled down the windows, and they stuck their heads inside the car, and we had some carrots. We had these little cut up carrots that we were eating on the road, and we gave them to them, and they were our friends. Finally, my wife said she's getting kind of nervous, so I had to roll up the windows, and I said, "Okay, let's just go ahead and park, and we'll go ahead and go around the shops and things like that." It was something we're not going to forget. Anyways, yeah, back to you, Chris.
Yeah, it can get a little bit hairy there. By the time that truck come around, you probably wish that you had backed all the way up the road a couple of miles. But yeah, so no, they still have the burrows. They just try and feed them a little bit better. Bullhead City is on one side of the river, and Laughlin, Nevada is on the other side of the river, and so Laughlin is a casino town, so they still have some of the big names there. I mean, it's definitely a lot smaller than Vegas, don't get me wrong, but there's quite a bit of entertainment there. But yeah, going through all of that, gosh, I'm trying to think. Kingman's grown up a little bit, but there's not too much. It's still kind of with 3 exits they have, and that's about it. Good downtown. The downtown's developed into a lot of tourism stuff and everything. So back to you.
Yeah, Chris, and just kind of like makes me curious. How comes you decided to go back to Ohio? You're out there in the west and the sun and everything, and you decided to move back to up there to the Great White North along the lake and such. I'm just kind of curious on that respect. Yeah, come back.
Well, Guy, it's the same reason that most of us end up coming back, is you get a point in your adventures where Mom and Pop aren't doing so well, and so they need somebody to keep an eye on them for a while, and so you make your way back, and that was down in Canton, Ohio, where the Pro Football Hall of Fame is, and then when all of that resolves itself the way it always does, I had some folks that I knew up here, and one of my buddies wanted me to come and work with him, and so I came up and did that, and I've stayed just because because of the lake, and I like to ride my bicycle, and there's all sorts of trails. It's just amazing what they've done with the park systems here. The Cleveland Metro Parks has made an integrated system all the way from Ashtabula to Toledo, and so they've done a really good job of it. So I enjoy a lot of my outdoor time while I'm here, and well, I'm I'm enjoying it here enough to not move anywhere else for any other good reason. Back to you guys.
Yeah, Chris, I can't blame you. It is a beautiful state, no doubt about it. Every time I go up there, I enjoy it. I'm probably going to be visiting that area probably in the not too distant future. My sister-in-law is, I think she's on her last few days, and so I think we're going to be, me and my wife are going to be going up there probably, like I say, in not too long of a distance of the future from now, and so that's what we're going to do. Like my brother-in-law lives up there, and a lot of her family and such, and so yeah. But it is definitely extremely beautiful state. I love it. I love the hills and the trees, and I love the farms, and it's just basic good Midwestern land and things like that. We have our good things here in Texas too, no doubt about it. But I certainly enjoy Ohio. Yeah. Anyways, I think I'm going to retire pretty soon here, Chris. And so, anyways, it's been real good talking to you. And I want to get your call sign one more time before you check out. Yeah, and do like that. So this is Guy. This is KJ5ATA from Central Texas. And 73 to you, Chris.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll give you a minute here to pick up a pen and paper or whatever. If you are not already aware, I think you might be, because it might be going by you as well, but on April 8th, we have a total eclipse that is going to occur. And we are right down the center line of it, and so they've taken wild guesses, both high and low, about how many people they think are going to come. And I'll tell you how many I think are going to come on the 10th. So you never know about those things, and even if it looks overcast in the morning, you know that it can change a lot like that. So. However that might or might not affect your plans, just know that there's going to be a more unusual number of people right up here by the lake, but that might be something you might enjoy as well. Kilo Echo 8, Mike Yankee, KE8MMY, Kilo Echo 8, Mike Yankee. It's been a pleasure talking with you, Guy.
Kilo India 5, uniform hotel. I would like to meet you people all over the country.
W8WKY.
J5ATA, did you copy that last transmission? KE8MMY.
KC3 WCA, Kilo Charlie 3, Whiskey Charlie Alpha in the background.
Kilo India 5, Uniform Hotel. 1 Kilo Bravo around the country. Security customers.
Station trying to call you, making it into the antenna. KC3 WC.